Hi, this is Colette from the Friendly Crafters Facebook group. I'm here to teach you how to create and sell SVG files, Part 1. Step 1 is to download Inkscape. This is the software we'll be using to create our graphics. The version I have now is Inkscape 0.92. The website will be linked in the description. If you already have Inkscape downloaded, you can go to the Help button and About Inkscape to see what version you have installed. Now that you've installed Inkscape, we can discuss trademarks. Step 2. Research trademarks. Here I searched for test search. I will be creating a title for my graphic saying Happy Easter, so I will do a basic wordmark search. And here I can see that there are no live trademarks for this title. I will give you an example of when it may say live. I typed in Mom Life and I can see that there's one that says live. When I click on that, this specifies in articles of clothing, so I know that I would not be able to create this as a craft file. However, when I click TSDR, in the status, it has not been approved and it's making an initial refusal. So I would be allowed to use this title. Step 3. Research copyright and originality. To abide by copyright laws, you want to make sure that you're making a unique design. So I spend the time to look at what others have created so that I'm creating something that no one has done before. I'm not repeating the same fonts or clip arts in certain areas, and that it is completely unique. You can also use doodles that stand out in that design, a wreath. Some people are doing bunny ears and eggs, crosses. See a lot of script fonts being used. And scrolling through, I can get an idea of how I want to stand out with my creation. Another website I look through is Design Bundles. I also go through Pinterest to see everyone's designs. Step 4. The importance of a font. This one that I'll be using is called Bunny Butt Font Duo by Sugar Bear Studio. You also want to make sure that the font you're using is high quality and for commercial use. So I buy my fonts here because I know that they're from trusted designers, and when I go to websites like DaFont, everyone has free access to these. So when I come here, I know that I can be unique, and people are less likely to copy off of me because they have to buy the font in order to recreate the design that I have. Fonts are not all the same price, so I have participated in some of the $1 events, and I use my store credit, which gives me an extra 10 cents off of these. So I've purchased some for as little as 90 cents, some for $5, and this one for $12. The best deal you can get is coming to this website, which is linked in the description, and buying one of the bundles. This one includes some of my favorites: breakfast pastry, cherry yogurt, salmon and sugar, burgundy, oh my heart, sushi omelet. This bundle is worth $247, and I purchased it for only $17 using my store credit. Step 5. Commercial license. Everything that I buy on this website includes a premium commercial license. When you click on the product that you've purchased, you can find the license information. This will give you all of the terms on which you can use them for. So I know that by reading it, I would be allowed to create digital designs and t-shirts to sell. I can also see that the commercial license is for one user, so that will only be my product, and I can't share it with other people associated with my business. Step 6, Character Map and Font Manager. This program is called MainType. In this program, I can sort my fonts in categories like script, dingbats, plain Jane, Halloween, Christmas. I can also see the glyphs that are included in a large size. So usually in a character map, they're very tiny and hard to see. So I can create this to go to font size 72, and I can also preview my text in the app and see all my fonts and easily choose which font I'll be able to use in the design that will look best. I have over 1,500 fonts, so I highly recommend this program so that I can see all of my fonts at the same time. Step 7, create text in Inkscape. It is finally design time, and now that you've learned everything, I can create the text. I've already practiced the design that I'll be doing in the video, so I've typed happy and chosen the font Gisela. Creating a design for a gray shirt, you can use the rectangle tool and build a box behind it to give you an idea of what your design would look like. So I can choose gray, click and drag the mouse, and then use the page down button on my keyboard to push it to the back. Step 8, using glyphs and alternates. So in this program, I can see the glyphs, which are alternate characters that are sometimes included with certain fonts. This is one thing you can't get from DaFont. So I know that I want to change the H. There's a few options here with the font Gisela, and I'm choosing the H that I'd like. Then I right click and copy to keyboard. Then I replace the H, but in this video I'm going to show you them side by side and then erase the other one. So I pasted it in there, and you can see I love that H. It is so much better. But I'd also like a matching Y. So I'll right click, copy to clipboard, and again I'll show you the original Y next to the new Y. Paste it in there, backspace. Now I can change the color. Maybe purple. No. Okay, how about blue? Alright, that's better. Step 9, learning to thicken text. For our cutting machines, I'd like to thicken the text, so I'll go to Path and Outset. If I wanted it thicker, I could repeat the command to Path Outset again until I'm satisfied. For the next step, I'll be typing Easter in the Bunny Butt Font Duo, typing in the font. I'll be creating the E in a separate text box so that I can make it much larger than the rest. Step 10, adjust character spacing. I have an example of how the font is included, and sometimes I like to adjust to my liking and make them even closer together, sometimes really far apart. So I've created a second text box to show you the example of what that can look like. And I don't really want them to touch, just a little space in between. I can align center, left, and right. To combine Easter into one word, I hold the Shift key down while I hold the pieces I'd like to combine. Click the E and the rest of the word while holding the Shift key. Choose Path and Combine. Then I can choose my color for the word Easter, choosing pink, and to make happy go in front or behind, you can choose page up or page down on your keyboard. 11. Add doodles in Clipart. I can go to the category Dingbats in my font manager and see all of them at one time. I will be choosing some doodles from the font that I purchased called Amastery. This is one of the most popular fonts I see being used with the splatters and hearts, campfire. Here I'm choosing very carefully which one to choose, and right click copy to clipboard. Create a text box and paste. I'll select all and choose the font. Then I can place it where I'd like. And I think I'm gonna choose the same color as the pink so I can show you where the color dropper is. And click the color. Step 12, convert to path. Clicking the tool underneath the mouse, and this will turn the text into a vector so that we can use it for SVG, which is what the V in SVG stands for. The glyph that I used wasn't working, so I chose path and object to path. Then grabbed that tool and clicked it, and it worked. So now my design is complete and I can save the file. Step 13. Export and save your design as SVG, EPS, and DXF. The SVG is mostly for Cricut users and Silhouette users. It is the most popular one that I see. The EPS is not for everyone. Very select programs use this, but it's important to sell. The next file will be DXF, which is, as far as I know, just for the Silhouette Cameo users who have the basic edition. And I'll check the Robo checkmark. Step 14, testing your work. I want to make sure that the files that I'm sending out are ready to go to customers. So the first one I'll test is the DXF file. I'm looking for split lines cut through the design, but everything looks great here. And then I'll open the SVG. And ungroup so that I can see that all the pieces are coming apart. And I don't have a program for the EPS, but I can see that the SVG works. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and join our Facebook group.